Consulting firms, when they think about where they're going to build offices, they think about where the money is, where the centers of power are in the business world, where major decision makers are, and finally, where you, their potential hirees, might want to live. Ultimately, consulting firms put themselves in cities and grow their presence in cities where both of those qualifications are met. There's money to be had and there's staff to be employed in order to put on the projects. Now, a lot of consultants are known for traveling, and a lot of your projects aren't going to be in office, but still, there are major network effects for some key cities in the United States. So we're gonna highlight today the top 3 most popular office locations in the United States. Number 3, interestingly, Boston, Massachusetts. Number 3, Boston, is interesting because it's not one of the largest metropolitan areas, and it's also not one of the fastest growing. But there are major network effects from the universities in the Northeast that are related to being in Boston. Also, 2 main headquarters of major consulting firms, the Boston Consulting Group and Bain & Company, are in Boston. And many other firms have made a big pharmaceutical presence in Boston. So those practices, as the healthcare sector has continued to grow, have really advanced the Boston offices for hiring. Number 2, San Francisco. Over the last 10 years, we haven't seen anything like what's happened in San Francisco in the business world. You've seen not just an advancement in startup companies, but probably more importantly for consulting firms, the maturing of many firms into a place where they are regularly working as clients of consulting firms. They're doing cost optimization work, which is something that 10 years ago they weren't doing. They're doing outsourcing work, which they've always thought a little bit about, but it's really becoming core to their business. And they're doing acquisition work and other strategic work, which is something that consulting firms have excelled at, but the tech firms haven't always thought about. So all of that work means that San Francisco is a hotbed for hiring. And for all of you, San Francisco has become one of the top places on your list to go. So because of that, for private equity, for venture capital, and for all of the hub of everything that's happening in the Bay Area, San Francisco is number 2 on our list. For consulting firms, the overall place where they all want to be, where they build their fanciest, biggest flagship offices in the entire world, is our number 1, New York City. New York is pretty hard to beat when it comes to competition for talent and also a center of power. You have some major industries that are headquartered there, such as financial services. And over the last 10 years, we've seen trouble in financial services, and trouble smells opportunity for consulting firms. That's exciting for them. So there are lots of problems to fix, and there are a lot of you that are interested in living in New York City to fix it. And what is it about New York? Everyone who's on the island says it's the best place in the world. Having lived there, I absolutely agree and understand it, but there are a lot of other places that even though they've seen growth, New York has continued to eclipse in terms of popularity. Overall, these are our top 3 locations. Number 1, New York City. Number 2, San Francisco. And number 3, Boston. If you're interested in insights for how to go about strategies on selecting your firm locations during the application process, we would love to help give you even deeper insights across the US and in the rest of the world. Thanks for watching.